Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set, 22. Back to pass.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
18 Tater.
First down,
61, matchbox, lights. And ready.
Here's Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Smooth.
On third down, Jones. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And that one results in yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail.
This is caught inside the 15. 6-0 our score after 1. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. No, check one.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it. Not a wolf. Wahoo. Tie it right. You got 3 down. Squeeze. Shit. Go. Watch the slant. Motion.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready, break. 22. Let's go,
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing Jones. It's caught. Jones. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. And the Giants first down.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. General West. Bravo. Ready?
On first down, Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Jones going to throw deep. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
People worry about throwing the out route because often can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now it's Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
Ready. At 61, Matchbox lights. Hey, Haywood. Ready.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. This complete to Jones. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's second and 8 at the Vikings 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On the ready.
22. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
5.
22's coming. 22's coming.
Yo, cheetah now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
They've got his man complete. And he's down on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
52. All day, every day.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. Obviously, they're scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Go now. 15, 1, 51. Go. Get it.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Trying to lay one up deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. Now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to run for it with Jones. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Collins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Barkley, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because